Normally I sit up here and ask lots of questions and drone on, and people are always annoyed because they don't have time to ask questions, so I think I would open the floor a little early. But before I do that, maybe let me know, each of you, one of your favorite artists' live experiences. Doesn't have to be one of your bands, although it may be. One of your greatest live music experiences and why.
Like forever?
Ever, yeah.
Wow. How about a top 5?
Sure, yeah. Well, it could be a couple, sure.
Just trying to think. Again, for me, music to me is the closest you get to a time machine. You can listen to something and think, oh yeah, I remember that summer when I first heard that song, or my first concert. You know? Like, I'm an old guy, so I was into, we used to call it progressive rock, but prog rock. And Emerson, Lake and Palmer was my favorite band, and I saw them like 4 times. CNE was an outdoor show. My first concert, I was 15, and I couldn't believe the humanity, like thousands of people just on this floor, just waiting all day for this special event. That stayed in my mind for years, because years later, managing a band that was headlining a festival, and you're looking in the audience like, yeah, that used to be me over there. That was a really cool feeling. Or Maple Leaf Gardens, one of our own acts, and Our Lady Peace headlined Maple Leaf Gardens. I've seen so many concerts there over the years that I finally got a chance to be the guy that was standing at the side of the stage, where, as an audience member, wondering how do I get back there, and, you know, or when Eddie Van Halen was playing, like he was playing to me, that was a cool feeling. Then I saw it in reverse when my guy was playing to that kid, you know. So those are the things that you can't put a price on. So you just take those with you, you know. It makes up for all the stupid phone calls you get.
Sandy, anything you remember?
Well, I mean, most recently, probably about a week ago, because it changes, right? I mean, I think the first band I ever saw was Kiss, and I loved, one of the best concerts I saw was Yes. That's how far back. It was awesome, and probably Neil Young's Bridge School benefit, which had, were you talking about Pro Jam with me earlier? No. It was, I mean, it was incredible. That whole festival was incredible. He does this thing out for just a benefit, like a benefit that he has all his buddies come out and play. But the acts I've worked, I think Hawksley Workman is probably is just a genius live. I don't think very many artists come close to what he does in terms of just the experience, the live experience. Yeah, I mean, I go to a lot of live music, so I don't know, lots of experiences. But I mean, lots of bands I would think are great. But
yeah, I've seen some really cool at festivals like South by Southwest, Beastie Boys, that's Stubbs.
Flaming Lips.
I missed that one. Beastie Boys was cool. It was like, wow, the club. You know, or Jeff Beck at La Zona Rosa there. I've seen Lucinda Williams. Like, that's a good festival just to catch some of your favorites.
Excellent. We actually sent bands down this year to South by Southwest. It was fantastic. Would anyone like to come up and ask some questions of our expert managers? Yes, Joel, come on down.
All right. My question is, if say you get 15% of everything your artist generates, if they go and they sign a 360 deal, does that cut out from the money you get from them, or is that the other 85%? Is that what
yeah, that depends on the type of deal. If you weren't there to negotiate the deal with the label, they'll find a way to just cut out the manager completely, in which case it's the artist's responsibility to pay it. But a proper 360 deal would have amount they would commission after the manager takes his cut. So you're not paying any extra money. But you got to make sure you allow that provision. If you don't have a deal with a manager, think down the road, I have to pay an agent and a manager something. It should come out of the pool of money, rather than your end.
Anyone else? Questions? Come on down. You can erase that if you like.
Let's say you're a very big deal on the internet. Where do you find managers who are like used to the whole internet, you know, promotion and all that sort of stuff? I find most of the people that I talk to are sort of like, yeah, I don't know, Twitter, that sort of stuff. I'm just curious, like, I know a lot of younger guys, but they don't seem to have any experience, so I'm freaked out about dealing with them because they know very little more than I do. So I'm just wondering if you guys have any tips on that kind of stuff.
Well, are you saying if you're a big thing on the internet, people are going to find you? It'll be other managers, label people.
Right.
I mean,
I'm actually not that big of a deal, but I'm slightly big, so I'm just sort of curious about.
What is it? What's your band called?
My band's called Brad Sucks. BradSucks.net. Yes, I've played here before actually, to like 2 people.
Oh.
Are you Brad?
Yes, I am.
Nice. So you suck then.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm like this tall normally, actually. So I'm just curious about because I find there's a real generational shift between managers and artists right now. There's a lot more going on independently, but it's hard to find managers that are used to this sort of stuff. Is that, I don't know.
Like you're
I don't
trying
know
to
what I'm
find
at.
someone to specifically help you, like to do just that, or?
Yeah, I mean the work's getting to be too much. Exactly like you were talking about. You know, it's like there's too much stuff to hang on to and to do all on my own and still do the music stuff. So where do you find somebody?
You know what? There's so many companies, but recently I worked with these 2 girls, and like it's called They Must Be or They Might Be Santa. It's one of those things.
Okay.
All they do is internet related stuff.
Oh, really?
And they're so amazing. It's like one of the most amazing experiences.
I mean,
It's all internet. They just get your thing out. If it's already happening, they know where all to go to make it bigger. I mean,
Okay.
there's lots of companies that do just that.
Yeah.